increasing attacks by British forces and the fall of Nanny Town, the great stronghold of the Windward Maroons, more and more rebel slaves and runaways begin to join Cudjoe's community. But the pressure on Cudjoe is also increasing. His provision grounds are being destroyed, and the British are encircling his position with a ring of forts. So Cudjoe decides to leave Clarendon, which has been his headquarters for over 30 years. He sends his brother Accompong to St. Elizabeth with a part of his people, and takes refuge with the rest in the rugged cockpit country.
He slipped us again, like a ghost. He and all his people, an army of ghosts. Right through all His Majesty's forces. Rangers, independent companies, militia, Indians, black shots, redcoats, hunting dogs. Slipped through and gone to hell into the cockpit country. Must the proud kingdom of Great Britain make peace with ragged Cudjoe? What a shame. What a disgrace. But let it be done.
Ah, my dear Colonel Guthrie.
Your Excellency.
How good of you to come. Do sit down.
Thank you.
I'll get right to the point. We have to put an end to this conflict with those rebellious slaves or Maroons or whatever they're called.
Well, it's not for the want of try, Your Excellency.
Yes, I've read all the reports. Almost every party sent against them has failed. Even the regiments of regulars and the Indians from the Mosquito Coast have hardly fared any better.
It's the ruggedness of the country, Your Excellency. The cockpit country is really terrible, and some people say that the countryside to the east is even worse. High mountains, narrow gorges, passes you can hardly walk side by side, and then it rains practically continuously throughout the year, so the rivers become impassable.
Yes, but that's not all.
No, it's not. It's really the determination of the rebels which has made all the difference.
Well, the colony cannot stand the incessant drain on its resources any longer. Development has been at a standstill for years in St. George and St. James, and now Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth.
Indeed, things have deteriorated. I've seen it myself, properties and estates abandoned, and year by year, things getting worse and worse.
Well, I am not going to have my administration end with this problem still unsolved. The country's crying out for peace. And that is where you come in, my dear Colonel. I want you to get to Cudjoe somehow and talk to him face to face. Offer him terms of peace.
What terms?
Broadly speaking, an end to all hostilities, land and some autonomy, in exchange for their assistance in helping to keep peace and order in the colony, and helping to suppress slave rebellions.
I doubt if you'll get their wholehearted support in that, Your Excellency. After all, they're rebels themselves.
Perhaps not from Cudjoe and that old woman.
And Nanny.
I read a report somewhere that she'd been shot and killed in 1733 by a slave named Cuffy.
Well, I think she's still alive, sir.
Anyway, the thing we have to do right now is to get Cudjoe to make peace. Once he does, the rest will follow. Find him, Colonel, and persuade him. If you do, this colony will be forever in your debt.
Don't worry, sir. I'll find him if it's the very last thing I do.
Which reminds me, how is your health? I heard you were not very well.
There are enough miles in my bones, Your Excellency. Don't worry. I'll find him for you.
Thank you.
I believe you ought to come with me.
Yes, Colonel. Is it true then, sir, we're to make peace?
It is true.
When do we leave?
I plan to leave Montego Bay before the second half of February, and I want you to go to see Lieutenant Serra and see how many men he can bring with him.
Captain, caution. Soldiers coming. Johnny, we need the foragers. Set ambush.
We left Montego Bay at 3 p.m. on Tuesday, February 13th. Marched east and southeast for 3.5 miles to Sandy Gut, where we made camp. The weather was fair all day. Wednesday, February 14th, we marched southeast and east-northeast for 5.5 miles and made camp in the vicinity of Williamsfield and Flamstead. The weather was again fair. Thursday, February 15th. Rain fell as we started out. We marched south and by east and south to Crooked Spring, where we left the horses. We pushed on foot into the cockpit country, and between 5 and 6 halted at a river near Summer Hill, where we made camp. We had covered 9 miles, some of it in rain. Friday, February 16th. We marched south and by west and south for about 4 miles until we came to Drayton.
Voices.
Maroon Plantation, Colonel.
Guy, do you think there's a way we can go around without them seeing us?
This is the best way, Colonel.
Oh, very well. Lead on. Who's that?
Colonel has placed guards on top of the cockpit, overlooking our camp, to prevent sharpshooters from occupying them. Saturday, February 17th. As we set out for Petty River Bottom, Cudjoe's stronghold, we were ambushed. We broke into the bushes to drive them off, but saw no one. However, about 110 yards ahead of us, we saw Cudjoe's town. It was empty. Some of them were on a hill, blowing their horns and singing.
Cudjoe, come down, Cudjoe. Come and talk. Come and talk. We're here for peace. We've had enough of war, enough of fighting. Captain Avenue, please speak to him.
Captain Cudjoe, come down. We want to talk peace. Captain Cudjoe. Come down. Come down.
Come down and talk, Cudjoe.
We want peace. Captain Cudjoe, come down. We want to talk peace. Captain Cudjoe, come down. Come down.
Come down and talk, Cudjoe.
We tried unsuccessfully to get them to come down and talk with us. Sunday, the 18th. We tried again.
Come down, Cudjoe, come down. We want peace. Come down and talk.
Come down, Cudjoe. Come down and talk. We want peace. There's no fighting here. Come down and talk.
Captain Cudjoe, come down. We want to talk peace. Captain Cudjoe, come down. Come down. Captain Cudjoe, come down. Come down.
Now, Captain Sadler, take this hat and give it to the Maroon up there and tell him it's a gift from Colonel Guthrie.
Sir.
Please give this to Captain Cudjoe as a gift from Colonel Guthrie.
That looks like Cudjoe, sir.
Must be Cudjoe. Let's go over and talk to him. We've come to make peace. Think of the advantages, the good things about it. No more war, no more killing. Your own government, looking after your own affairs. Government are going to give you enough. How good it is to be here, Cudjoe. We've come up a long way, walking through this beautiful country. It's rained, we've got wet, but we're glad to be here. So, think about it and agree with what we've come to offer you, and all will be well.
Give me 3 cartridges as a sign of friendship.
With pleasure. I'll get them and I'll bring them to you.
The tension was broken. Our band began to play.
Paper to make peace. But there can be no peace without dignity, respect, honor, without control of our own affairs. What they could not do with the sword, they may do with the pen. Think hard before you make peace, for if it is not right, something will be lost forever. Soon be time. There is no clear path. You cannot please all or make everything right. But the final decision is yours. The final burden. Be cautious. The enemy is skillful and ruthless. weigh well what they say, or something will be lost.
Captain Akompong, the British in Captain Cudjoe's camp, they wish to make peace.
Who leads the British?
Guthrie.
Take this to Guthrie. Tell him a gift from me, Akompong.
Cudjoe in the open ground. He asking you to bring your musicians.
Come then, follow me.
The peace treaty with Cudjoe was signed on March 1st, 1739. Now we will have to get to the Windward Maroons in the east, where lives that terrible nanny, about whom we hear dreadful tales.